Hello, this is me once again, and then the same one now. NASCAR's been all over the place since that Phoenix race, and then again to show you, not show you, but tell you to end up what's going on. Yeah, you know all the way about NASCAR Brazil, but just take this out of the way. But then NASCAR's planning to go in the World Championships mode. If you don't know what that is, yeah, it's I try to comment that this to there's a lot of YouTubers, but they're not exactly paying attention to it. But I'm not gonna say why no anyway. Yeah, this World Championship thing, I kind of think it's NASCAR's plan to the be team try to rival with a GT World Challenge, if you know what that racing is, or in the international countries, intercontinental GT Challenge. Yeah, so here's I figure so there might be a thing it's gonna be like that. One, which is kind of true to say from an excess of months per wall and all is more. So yeah, so so I think this might change a lot with the playoffs. It's they keep the same playoffs of some sort, but add extra races, and then I know that's was planned to extend the races from 36 of Cup Series to 40. Some extra races that might be for the Intercontinental 2 to do the race against international NASCAR drivers outside the US, which means Platies, well, the Euro, Mexico, and now the Brazil sprint race to the face against each other in this final playoffs, and it extends to the final race and to win a much more fancier trophy than a Belle France trophy. That trophy that Logano made got back in Phoenix, that trophies might be planned to be more fancier than that. To the end of win. So for the World Championships, it's gonna be like a touring races. Means there's gonna be one race gonna held in the United States, one race in Mexico, one race in Canada, one race in Brazil, and yes, one race out of Europe. I think this is mostly NASCAR is mostly focusing at for the World Championship stage. And yeah, the final race is probably getting held for the World Championship finals. Might be held in December. It's mostly getting held at possibly Daytona or Talladega for the real NASCAR finals, for the World Championship finals. So the winner of that would win a very huge trophy. And yes, this is not for all the racers in the US, so like I've seen a lot in the Cup Series. Nope, it's giving you a blend from the finals to who made the Championship 4 or the Championship 8 rather, to face it against each other, and only two of them are in the final. The final ones and others are not going to be in it. And this is not only for US, for Xfinity trucks and well the modifieds and Cup, but also you have races from Mexico, Canada, Brazil, and even from Europe will be in it too in for the championship final. Now Mr. Standard just got like up to like 30 cars. It's probability they're gonna get up to at least I think highest is I guess like 40 or 50 cars. The probability because they have guess you get all the chase races there plus for the other chase races for international countries, so for the top 10 at least. It's probably going to be up to possibly 40 to 50 cars in half is from America and half is from international. So this is I think might be going up in the World Championships thing. It's kind of converse with mostly the U.S. player drivers against the international player drivers to win the fanciest trophy at all. So that's kind of makes sense. This is why I say this is like this is I think why NASCAR might be possibly competing against GT. So it's kind of like NASCAR Stock Car Touring Series. Well, it looks like it is kind of compared as at this point. So it makes sense. So yeah, which makes sense. And also, we found out recently already. This is already didn't know already. We found out recently NASCAR is not yet planning, but it's about to plan to this point to boot out stage cautions, or in case stage breaks, which is a good thing if you're at all the tracks, but the short tracks, you're booting out the stage cautions or the stage breaks means after you hit the stage ending the green checkers, and it automatically stays green through the whole entire race until it hit a crash. Which the main problem is it gets real confusing. The when the stage just ended. Now it's 1 minute the stage one and the checker, and the next time it's still green and it's going to stage two. It just switches the stage number. It's just no caution anything. It just switches to a yellow flag at the end of stages. Which is yeah. This is good. This is good for the case of strategies because the only issue is with the way strategized tracks, where there's some sort. I think the reason with stage cautions is mostly a big turn up from older fans, and the really work very well with the newer fans. So, again, I think without those older fans, that the NASCAR will lose on revenue to the racing company and league itself, which is not good. So this is might be the plan to bring back older fans at this point to the end of the racing league itself. Is to upright booted the stage breaks and stage cautions at the end of each stages. Yeah, so well, when one problem is how you can tell that the stage just end without the caution. That's gonna be one problem there. And the second problem is, if you know back before Jimmy Johnson got the sixth championship, it's gonna be like that again. But adding the green checkers was in it. So it's coming like racing the scene back in 2010 with a green checkers. I think the main reason is the new gen car doesn't need those stupid green stage cautions either way because it's kind of built to resist against it. Because they're built very well for case of strategies, and then in the case of some sort, it's kind of related to the new gen car, like how it's supposed to work. And that's what's like mostly focused at right now to get rid of those stage cautions, stage breaks. Because I found out that in there, I figure out this is not exactly what the new gen car works. So the new gen car is supposed to work to the end of this. It'll be without having stage cautions and even stage breaks. Because I found out that it's not going to have a stock car and the new gen car works, and I found out what they believe. Which, kind of see one now. It's kind of cool. It's kind of, well, it's kind of strange a little what you think about it. So, do you think this is too, really end up saying, too, well, not confusing, but it's a little bit too much? What do you think? That this might work? Yeah, not exactly what NASCAR might be planning to do with those stages. So, the green checkers will stay, but the yellow flags during those stages in the between races will be booted out of NASCAR, which they're planning for. So, which kind of hope it works. Otherwise, this makes sense. So this is Yeah. Also, one last thing to say before this thing runs out, because I only have a short amount of time, only less than 6 minutes thing, but that might be end of fast before that ends away. Here's a lot. Here's the updates of some sort for 2024. You already know international. They take this all away. People still really want Indianapolis Oval to be returning to instead of Indianapolis Road Course for 2024. Rockingham might be coming back, which is good. This is one of those returning tracks there. So, I'm still really wanting like Laguna Seca and others in India. The fans and others did not even know, but only me. So, which makes sense. So yeah, that is it. So for predictions there. So that is it. So that's it for the NASCAR updates. So which is part one during off season. See you in the next video. And I'm Joshua K. Human, and I see you next time. And otherwise, it is a save right now. Yep. Peace out, everyone, and see you later. Then, bye. P.S. Hope it works.